first episode of Black History Month is you got some white dudes.
So that's the case. So like
in
no,
Huntsville,
it doesn't
Alabama.
Matter. It does not matter.
In Huntsville.
It doesn't matter. He said this. He said, "White man, yes, other white man. All right, this is simulation. You gotta do you gotta do this, and be in the second one, you gotta take these lashes from his coochie about your belt." He looked at him, your belt.
First of all, it
so he
sounded
took
like
off
you said
his belt.
coochie, and I was supposed to be like, bro,
he took off his belt and
that's
he whooped him.
unacceptable.
And then the next thing he had to go, the next hurdle, you see hurdles. Next, he gotta fight this.
What's worse than that? What comes after that?
He gotta fight a big man in a steel cage match.
Hold on. He has to. Oh my God! He has to actually wrestle somebody else.
Put that up, Spence.
Good day, everyone.
We hype. We're back. Good morning. I know you're listening to a Friday morning.
Good morning. Good
but
morning.
Happy birthday, Quest.
Happy birthday, Quest. We love you. And we support you and everything.
Caught a nigga slipping cause he fucking told. I don't deal with niggas wearing funny clothes. Think before I act,
to the balls.
Brick hitting the plug, shipping the bird oven gold. Hey, I got bars, don't forget that. Killers behind me, wearing jet black. Gorillas behind me, let me correct that. I told niggas dead or alive if he flex back. I keep my mouth shut, but the weed lit. I was OT when the D's hit. Had everything on me, they ain't see shit. I was headed to Maine to make a mean flip. Keep frontin', my nigga, you getting erased. He keep shooting and shooting like he on replay.
We live on Facebook, Spence.
Shoot a nigga, no be brave. Your body included, the homie Weeks pay.
No mix.
When I send my shooters, they won't miss. Man up when it's
a man down.
Man up when
it's a man down.
Henny and this, it don't mix.
Got the water in the cup.
I like Henny though.
It's not Henny though.
I like Henny though.
Man up when it's a man down.
Salutations. I
Man up when
like
it's a man
Henny. Yo, Mr. Black is so innovative. I'm so impressed. Once again, happy birthday to our brother Jay Quest. I know him as Jay Quan because I've known him most of his life. Huh?
Take her calls because Mr. Bird will call it.
You said what?
Mr. Bird will call it from an
Tell him another episode. Tell him
another episode, Mr.
Tell Carl another episode. Jobber Nation, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening to the Jobber Tears podcast. Welcome. We are actually episode 94.
The road to 100.
The road to 100 has begun. We are 6 episodes away from our 100th episode. It seems so surreal, but it is actually a real thing. Like, we've done this shit almost 100 weeks. Shit is wild. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. Once again, we are 6 episodes away from episode 100. You guys that are listening, whether it's on the live feed, on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube, right on the comments.
Me and Henny don't mix.
Well, Henny and me mix all the time, but
that's why
right
you get
in the comments, I don't get in trouble.
That's why people in your DMs. That's why you have people in your DMs. You want to start podcasting? We can start podcasting right now.
Thank
you.
you
And Henny will have you guys in your DMs.
That's not always the truth. But as I was saying,
nice,
in the comments below, yes, it is very nice that you have a little stand. It's cute. In the comments below, whether it's once again YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, on the live, write in the comments what you would like to see for the 100th episode. We want to have as much as an interactive episode as possible, because once again, without you guys, the viewers, there would be no Jabba Tears podcast. So make sure, once again, or you can DM the Jabba Tears podcast Instagram page, or message any one of us for ideas and things that you want to see for the 100th episode. We have 6 weeks to plan it. Please make sure to join us for it. I want to give a special shout out to BCW for this past weekend's Queen of the North 2, where Vanity is your new
Vanity chocolate self.
BCW
Beautiful.
Women's
She her
Champion.
short hair. She got it from another delicious queen. Shout out to delicious queen with her sweatpants battle royal.
That is Miss Faye Jackson once again with,
Of course, our very own Janelle from the HR will be there commentating, for all y'all ladies out there, all y'all see y'all beef prints.
I mean,
Ladies,
and gentlemen.
Of course, some of the gentlemen may like that, doesn't matter, come out and support. It's for a good cause.
Absolutely. We're gonna
JTG's gonna be there. Chad Moss. Chad Gaspar.
Did you just call him
You feel me?
Bow Wow?
I know, no, it goes together.
Just call him Bow Wow.
You feel me?
I'm dead. But as Mr. Black mentioned, Miss Faye Jackson is hosting her first ever Gray Sweatpant Battle Royale down in Tampa, Florida, WrestleMania weekend. The night before WrestleMania, where I will be a part of the commentary team. And once again, stay tuned for more information. Tickets are on sale right now on eventbrite.com, where you can once again join in the fun. Proceeds of the event will go to Planned Parenthood, so it is for a good cause. So once again, that is during WrestleMania weekend. But in our own backyard, we have some viewing parties and other events going on. So we start off with, once again, our NXT TakeOver Portland viewing party, February the 16th at Legends, where we will be not only showing NXT, but we will be showing the All-Star Game as well. So come out and support. And then we have our AEW Evolution viewing party at the end of the month on February 29th. So stay tuned for more information on that. March the 22nd, belts and... What is it called?
Wrestling Jackets and Belts, March 22nd is going down at Taj
There you
Lounge.
go.
Day party brunch. We out here. We
Sarah
in these
Wilkins
streets.
is already preparing himself.
But
Henny goes with everything.
don't mix.
So
baby.
So one of the ideas that people have for the Jabba moments is the top 10 Jabba Tears moment. Let me talk to me. Some of the things that they have is the top 10 Jabba Tear moments.
Okay, I like
Two
that
people
one.
said that.
I like that.
Deborah Oxell says a live event episode with Darius Carter talking about MJF still in his style.
Oh, should we
that.
invite Sir Darius Carter to the show? Let's see. Okay, that's not a bad idea.
It's not.
Once again, so we have the brunch and day party coming up March. And then once again, we have our WrestleMania weekend. The boys will be here in New York for NXT TakeOver and for WrestleMania, where I will be down in Tampa, Florida. So whether you're in New York or in Tampa, make sure to support the Jabba Tears podcast wherever you see us. And then once again, after WrestleMania week is finished, Women Crush Wednesdays will be in Brooklyn, New York, Battle Club Pros. Women Crush Wednesday 2. Wednesday, April the 8th in Brooklyn, New York. Tickets, if they're not already on sale, they will be on sale soon. And then last but not least, once again, Jobber Slam. It is a real thing. It is happening July 4th here in Brooklyn, New York. Make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Jobber Slam.
Where once again, the main event will be Big Swole versus
Tasha Steele.
And then also announcer Wilkins is representing the Jabba Tears podcast against Simon.
Jabba Tears.
From Woke Culture. So make sure
Battle of the Baldies.
The Battle of the Baldies. Wow.
Someone said that they wanted. Mr. Bird said he wants to see a Jabba Tears, his podcast, and UWO collaboration. We could do that.
Well, you gotta come down, Carl. I'm not going to. I think you live in Maine or something. I ain't going up there. It's too cold. What
Someone
else?
Said Jabba Tears, Cats and Dolls, and Your and Super Show.
Also, we should do a
Colorado.
network super show. as much as once again, please support our other shows on our network, Cats and Dogs, Your Sports, and once again, Toxic Talk will be coming back next month. Well, this month. I definitely do think the 100th episode should be us. I'm not on the selfish tip,
so
but
this dude Ralph Renz nasty. He says, "Sweet cheeks, music match all women in leggings showing their cheeks talking wrestling."
wow, is that a show he wants to propose?
He's just you know what? Ralph Renz a horny nigga, man. And I said like there's no FM, but nigga horny, man.
I mean, listen, you got to, it is what it is.
My son KJ. We'll be at Java Slam. Yo, she got his music, man. He's nice, man.
Who is that?
My son KJ.
Oh, nice. Thank you for coming. We have a few people actually coming into town for Java Slam too. So once again, stay tuned for more information on that. What is so giggling?
Everybody's laughing at Ralph Reigns' comic. He's wilding.
Because he is wilding.
Yo.
What else is going on before we jump into our little bit of segment for Black
Oh,
History
we were
Month?
supposed to have DNA here.
Oh, yes.
He couldn't make it. He had an emergency, but we will be back for another episode. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry to
Yes.
disappoint y'all. But you have us.
Yep, the show must go on. Once again, we do thank DNA for trying to come to our show. We do appreciate that. So we will reschedule that for in the near future to have him come on, and I think it'll be a really cool and dope episode to have him come on. So we will reschedule with him. So stay tuned for that. But once again, we are on the road to 100 episodes. I'm excited. I didn't even think about it until Sir Wilkins said, "Yo, how many episodes we got left until 100?" And I was like, I don't know.
I said, we need
stop
something
counting
big,
after a while.
Like
but
we need to have somebody.
We need
if
to do
you make
something huge.
Somebody who could come in person and do something.
I definitely think the top 10 moments is definitely something I would highly do.
Oh yeah. There's mad moments.
Mad of them.
My personal favorite moment I was just like, to encourage a woman. You play that China theme song. Oh man, I got something for y'all for Valentine's Day. Oh man, I got a playlist. I got a playlist for y'all.
Everyone's celebrating Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna talk about this. Stephanie Bish.
Who is that?
She runs Wrestling in Color podcast.
Oh yeah,
mad aggressive.
I follow her.
Yo, yeah, she's mad aggressive.
A little bit.
Mad aggressive.
Yeah. I love it though. I love the intensity.
Mad aggressive,
and I
son.
love the.
But she put up a great post the other day. It was Naomi standing on top of the announce table, and there was this black girl watching, and somebody points it down to it. This is why representation matters. But yo, Steph, relax, man.
Maybe we're gonna have sis. We might have to get you a call in because
yes,
I really do.
Yes. Like we have to get her.
I definitely think one of the goals this year too is to collaborate with a lot more other podcasts that's outside of New York.
Yeah. Call in. Yeah, gotta get my client. Oh, yeah, we already had my client. Yeah. So shout out to my son. Yeah, my client. Right now, he's training in the mountains of Russia, Mother Russia, to train for his next bout for Battle Club July 4th, because he will be in that Battle Royale for the chance at the 5-tool player, Eddie Bourne. He may be the 5-tool, but he ain't Yaya strong.
There you go.
You don't he need all of this to make one. Yaya just need himself. That's it. Because my client is the one to conquer that mountain. My client is the future. Matter of fact, he ain't the future. He's the now of Battle Club.
There you go. So you hear it from the Black Paul Heyman to my left. I love the intensity though. But once again, shout outs to Jabatia South. As always, we love you guys. I can't wait to see some of you guys in Tampa to book for shows. And I think it's important. Once again, support independent wrestling is super important. Also to anyone that is in the DMV or especially the Baltimore area, myself and Danielle from Pretty Hills will be at ROH's show this Sunday. It's a free show in Baltimore, free enterprise. Where you have the likes of like Nick Aldis is I think on the card. You have Jeff Cobb, Dan Moff, and the list goes on and on. So once again, if you are in the Baltimore area, we will be in the building. So make sure if you see one of us, come say what's up. And then anything else before I jump into this?
Quick question: who is Anthony Gamble, NYC?
Who?
Anthony Gamble. Because he out here, offering. He said he has his manager. The stable is growing. The dream is coming.
Thank you, Miss. Tell him I said thank you for watching.
Who is that?
I know who it is.
Okay, you're not going to tell me?
No. I'm gonna let you figure it out.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is this: the stable's coming.
You know what? Shout outs to Prolific. One of the biggest stables up and coming in the tri-state area. So shout outs to my brothers in wrestling. In honor of, once again, if y'all thought, I told y'all last week, if you thought that we was pro-black any other month, this is where we gonna be blackity black for the whole month of February. Yep. Every episode we are going to acknowledge one male.
Dude. Shout out to Straight Ruthless One. Who is that?
You have to ask.
Yo, Straight Ruthless One, my fault, guy or man or
female,
guy, man, or female. You know.
But as of before, I was interrupted. In honoring a Black History Month, every week we're going to acknowledge and give some fun facts about one male and one female African American wrestler in the industry. And we wanted to kick off our first set. I wanted to start off with actually R-Truth, who's low-key the hidden gem of WWE. Is like one of those like people you got to put in a bubble and like protect, because he's just he's a national treasure at this point. So some fun facts about him. He was in 2012 PWI's Tag Team of the Year with Kofi Kingston. I totally forgot he tag team and won the titles.
But he was Kofi. Tag Team of the Year?
PWI named him and Kofi Kingston.
But they really did nothing.
But they were the Tag Team of the Year.
So it probably been a bad year for tag team.
Not really, because that was like Primo and Epico. That was the year. I think they ended up dropping the titles to Daniel Bryan and Kane, I think. But they were heavy in tag teams. That's like 2011, 2012. They were really heavy in tag teams. But I just thought it was interesting because I forgot he was a tag team partner with Kofi. It's like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. Another fun fact, and I think it's probably one of the highest marks. R-Truth is the first ever and to date only recognized African American NWA heavyweight champion. So I think that is definitely a milestone and a monument to acknowledge for R-Truth. Also, too, R-Truth released 2 studio albums, one in 2003 and one in 2016. And the last fact is, of course, with him being a part of the WWE family. He's been WWE 24/7 champion, a record-breaking 34 times.
You know Brock wants to work with him?
Brock definitely wants to work with him. I don't see why not. Because I think he's just fun. And Brock has that little fun side. Like, come on. Brock bumping the MVP still gets me. Like, I'm like, my man is out here bumping right now. So him wanting to work with R-Truth speaks volumes, I think, and it's an attest to R-Truth's career. I think people always overlook it.
And he met Tupac. Shout out to Ish.
Ish, we still got beef. And if you thought I wasn't going to say it this week, I'm going to say it every week until you understand the terms and conditions of why I said what I said. There you go. But once again, I feel like with R-Truth, people don't give him as much credit because they just see him kind of like just being all fun and giggly. But my man can go in the ring. You know, he's been, in the business, well over 15, 16 years, so I definitely think, some acknowledgement to him and his accomplishments is needed. And then the second person is actually Jazz, who once again is a former WWF/E women's champion. And some fun facts about her is that she held the NWA World Women's Championship for a record of 948 days. She had to relinquish the title due to health reasons, but she held the title for, once again, 948 days. And then another fun fact is on March 17th, WrestleMania 18, she successfully defended the women's championship against Lita and Trish Stratus in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 18. I think that's super dope. And it definitely had to be highlighted because, once again, representation matters.
So, quick question. Go ahead. I forgot that that's a lost match. No one talks about it. Was it good?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those, like...
Was it good?
Oh, snap. I don't remember it being, like, super, like, memorable. And that's probably why people don't talk about it. But it happened. Like, the fact that Jazz, an African-American female, basically... not headline WrestleMania, but basically defended her title successfully against Trish Stratus and Lita, that definitely should be talked about. And then also a fun fact, she owns a wrestling academy called the Dog Pound along with her husband, wrestler Rodney Mack.
It's a good academy.
And then last but not least, the Cauliflower Alley Club, which is a fraternal organization of professional wrestlers, boxers, and actors. They do an annual award ceremony every year. I think I think this year is in Vegas. I think every year is in Vegas. Late April.
Big 502.
What up? So this April, the last weekend in April, I believe, Jazz will be getting awarded the Women's Award for 2020 from the Cauliflower Alley Club. Also, too, Rey Mysterio is getting the Lucha Libre Award.
Of course,
and also, the Road Warriors will be getting the Tag Team Award. So I think it's really cool that she's a part of this class of 2020. For that specialty kind of like secret society club. So once again, R-Truth and Jazz, we wanted to highlight for this week's Black History Month segment. So stay tuned next week. We got about like 4 or 5 more weeks of this shit. So stay tuned. We're gonna definitely switch it up a little bit. We're gonna throw in some indie people and definitely some other people from different promotions. But all right, anything else before we jump into Behind Gorilla's Position? No.
No. Oh, speaking of Black History Month, y'all watch Watchmen?
No. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Shout outs to Leo. Me and Leo shared a really cute bond where we watched the show Good Girls. It's a show on NBC, and season 3 is coming back.
I've been watching
it. And I had slacked off season 2 because I got so busy with just life. But it's on Netflix, and I'm back on it. So I just wanted to shout out Leo real quick and let him know, like, listen, I'm catching up. So when season 3 drops, we could talk about it, okay? But let's jump into Behind Gorilla's Position, the OMG moment of this week, the online streaming takeover. So apparently in today's fourth quarter earning call, WWE is currently in talks to sell some of its video content, including the pay-per-view broadcasting, to major streaming services. So right now, WWE Network has its own streaming service, which costs, of course, $9.99 a month, where you get all of the company's pay-per-view events, along with documentaries, series, and a large library of old shit. Like I just 2 nights ago, I watched I watched In Your House Breakdown 98, September 98, where the main event was Austin, Taker, and Kane for the WWF Championship. So definitely I love the network for its old content version. But they were also in the process of expanding their streaming networks to including tiers. So where they was, months ago talking about there was a tier that would be free.
There's a free tier.
Tier that would be $9.99, and then a tier that would go all the way up to like almost $15, $14.99 basically. But they were put on hold because they are actually in the process of maybe selling content. So Vince goes on the call and he says, well, we have a lot of options right now. There's no better time to exercise the selling of our rights to all major, who quite frankly, all majors are really looking at our content. So that there could be a significant increase, obviously, in terms of revenue. And then once again, moving pay-per-view events to offer the network it's definitely a mainstream source of income, basically. And old school, you remember you was I got my ass beat for ordering pay-per-views without my mama knowing. But back in the day, pay-per-views was like almost like $40, $39.99, and WrestleMania was about $49.99. So, or almost like $55 or something like that. So back in the day, you had to pay some money for some pay-per-views. So my question to the table, gentlemen, is selling pay-per-view rights a good thing or a bad thing for WWE? Is right now the time to do that? And also, second question is, what do you typically, if you do own the WWE Network, what do you typically watch on the network? Sir Wilkins, go first.
So, first questions first, you're asking, is it a good idea?
Yes.
It's an amazing idea. One of the biggest reasons why WWE is where it's at is because it sells its rights to a ton of people. It hoes itself out. WWE been hoeing since 92. They've been hoeing out their rights for fucking years. Now, let's go back to the Monday Night Wars. One of the biggest points that Eric Bischoff made about WWE was that, listen, they're not giving out guaranteed money, but you make money off of merchandising. You make money off your rights and how they market their business. But WCW, we got guaranteed money. And that's how they sold people to come to WCW. You might not get merchandise money on other and like, you know, sales money in all types of ways, but you're going to get money this type of way, which is guaranteed money. Now, with the streaming wars going on, because how many streaming services are there out now? There's Hulu, there's Netflix, there's Disney, there's Amazon. So people are thirsty as fuck for content. So Vince is actually fucking right when it comes to this, because it's like, holy shit, let's sell some of this shit. Because let's be honest, ticket sales are down. Yeah. From the last quarterly earning, ticket sales are down. Also, subscribers are down, and people aren't really going to house shows like they used to go before. So, but WWE made a profit. How did they make a profit? Licensing their names and signing different contracts so people can stream their stuff. That's how they made a shit ton of money last year, because they're up when it comes to production, when it comes to making money. So this is a great idea business wise. Now, when I watch a network, I don't watch a network for pay-per-view. I watch it for original content, like backstage stuff that they do. Like for 24, I fucking love their 24 stuff. Table of 3. I love every last one of them. I watch a couple of old pay-per-views here and there, but it's usually it's original content that I like. I'm a big original content person. I love to see what you come up with and how you try to work it, because I always thought WWE should have been done this, but everything takes time. So I think this is a great idea, and they're gonna make a shit ton of money off of this.
All right, Mr. Black, your thoughts? Do you think selling content, especially the pay-per-views, is a good or bad idea? And what do you personally watch on the WWE Network if you are a subscriber?
I mean, first things first, what I personally watch on the network is what I've been watching forever. Even when, like, this goes back to when they used to have WWE Contact on Netflix, and they used to definitely have every DVD that you couldn't get, they put on Netflix. WWE was actually ahead of the game by putting their stuff on on-demand streaming. And what I really like my brother watches original contacts. Like, I watch old school stuff sometimes, but the old school has to be a reference to, I remember this one, but it's always original. I'm always looking out what's the next best thing that I could get more in touch with these characters on the screen and learn about these behind-the-scenes storylines.
Gotcha.
So overall, like I agree with my brother, it's a great idea because it allows people to come back to the source. Because a lot of people used to watch NXT on Hulu back in the day, and people was invested like, all right, I'm going to watch NXT how I want to watch it. And then they say, all right, they used to see SmackDown, then WWE Raw, then they say, all right, then I'm going back into the fold by watching it on the U.S. network, Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. So it's a great way to go back to that original format that made them so much success. Because if you're looking at AEW, you know that, all right, we make this much from pay-per-views, we make this much from whatever he does, we make this much from merchandise. You know your actual breakdown. And to this day, a lot of people still cannot understand how to get paid off of pay-per-views now. It's too confusing. And the reason why it's great because it gives you more thirsty. It's great for that particular platform they're launching at. For example, let's say on Netflix, they take the whole movie division, the original like content, Table for 3, and what's the other show? Road Trip, whatever thing. They take that.
I saw a clip of that last night.
They take that. And what's the name? Hulu takes all NXT. They already have NXT, they already have SmackDown, but they take the replay back of the pay-per-views. So instead of waiting like the next day, you have to wait 3 weeks, but you get it on Hulu. So with the pay-per-view, it also is a great profit for people who shows live streams at bars and stuff like that. Shout out to us that we cuz doing that, because people will be more like, dang, I could save $50 because maybe
they're more inclined to come out.
Like, I could save $50.
When I say $50, I can spend. I rather, like, if I'm gonna spend $50, I rather spend it on wings and beer.
Cool.
Than the pay-per-view.
Right. Or I say, you know what? I have $50. All right, let me go to the bar. Let me just get a drink. They have drink specials. I spent $12, and the other half
$25
money,
minimum.
Huh?
$25 minimum.
All right, fine. $25 minimum, depending where you go. You know,
if you're going to Legends.
When you're at Legends.
Where you're at Legends, and then the other $25, you spend
more.
You spend at least $50.
You know, you may see that for an eighth or something like that. You feel me? You may,
Wow.
may buy some
You
weed.
spent that.
So shout out to my weed head. Shout out to weed and wrestling. So, you know, that's why something weed and
I
wrestling.
get that shit.
You know, because I'm smoking visually. You know.
You're smoking visual.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said before, it's all a great idea because, like I said, it gives like people like I remember seeing this because when you not. Like my brother said, when you're on Netflix a lot of times, when you see that WWE stuff, that's a lot of people got back into WWE by seeing those little documentaries. Oh, shoot. All right, cool. That is a walking advertisement right there. Think about it. The movies will get better because you see watching a movie, let's say you're just a regular couch fan, searching for something to watch. You see Shawn Michaels like this, you're like, Shawn Michaels in a movie? Let me see this. And next thing you know, you see other characters.
I mean, I'm still waiting for like the Marines to be on.
Oh
Netflix.
Man, the Marines? Oh man,
like,
ooh.
But one of the biggest things I think you guys are missing is that wrestlers get paid more money.
Well, yeah, because they don't get that pay-per-view money like they do back in
Exactly.
the day.
So they will get pay-per-view buy money, and you have to appreciate that. And it's something that when the network started, it took away from that.
And on top of that, because they're getting more money from the pay-per-views, all around is good because less house shows. So that means that more time they can focus on the ring, more time with their family. Morale go up because everybody is eating. More money going around because of pay-per-views. More money in my pocket. Less shows that we have to put on for the live crowd.
And also, you also got to think of another thing is as much as people are on each side, AEW is making WWE do this as well because AEW doesn't have a network, and they go through a streaming company.
Yes.
So people are paying $50
Legit out of pocket, like
to watch a pay-per-view, and WWE seeing that like okay, because the biggest thing with WWE when it came to the network, they were cutting out the middleman.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep all the money to themselves.
Yeah.
And I think at the time it made better sense.
It made better sense because there was no competition and business was booming.
And I felt that
I think
they
the
put more
network
emphasis on their product.
Yeah, but I also think the network is a necessity regardless of what time it is.
Correct.
Because you want to keep people looking at your product on off days. When you're not putting on a show, you want people to still continue looking at your product, tweeting about your product, talking about your product on social media. When it's that constant rotation of people talking about what you have, it's a great thing. Mm-hmm. But now that times are changing again, because, you know, the world just... Things shift. Oh, people are going to spend $50 on a Bleacher Report? Cool. Let's fucking do this. People are spending money. Are the buys going to be as high as they were back in the day when we were kids and we were teenagers? No.
But
it's still going to be you're going from zero to whatever millions it is going to be.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, whatever loss whatever losses you actually made when you created the network. I mean, because once again, I love the network. When people sit here and they complain about, I hate the product, I'm going to cancel the network. The network is never for the current product. And I wish people always understood that. And I think now Vince is starting to see that the network isn't for the current product. You need to find a revenue stream for your current product. The network is for old shit, period. Like and it's all the shit that Vince ended up buying out. So any old school shit that you wanted to see, WCW, ECW shit, any new original content that you can have on demand at the snap of a finger. Like I was telling the boys before we started recording, and I posted it on our Facebook group last night, I finally caught the bump with Kayla Braxton, and like it's a whole bunch of niggas on that episode. Like it's crazy. But the fact that it was cool because they had Street Profits on it. And they was just asking them kind of like their background story and stuff like that. And then they had a screen where they had Bianca Belair call in, and she was talking about her husband, and it was cute, and it was like in real time. And then they also had Scotty 2 Hotty call in, which I thought was phenomenal because Scotty's one of their coaches at the performance center.
Yeah.
So I think it gives you a better feel, and it makes it a little bit more relatable, those type of original content shows, which I can enjoy. Also documentaries. I love documentaries, and especially to you. I wanted to leave it towards the end, but I don't know if you know, they're doing a docuseries on the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That's going to air directly after NXT TakeOver Portland. So when I read it, I said, "Oh, I gotta tell Mr. Black because that's his favorite
the most
era."
Underrated. That's the most underrated era.
That's his favorite era. So things like that, I think, once again, that's what keeps the network different. But once again, it's not for the current product. So I think now, after the fourth quarter and them making some very huge adjustments and movements behind the scenes, I think doing and shopping around and selling your current product is the way to go.
I say this honestly, they should still keep the studio and do what everyone said, just license it out. But like, I think that's a really good idea. Like, take all like the original docu-series and stuff, put on Netflix.
It's I think they should still keep it on the. My biggest thing, pay-per-view shouldn't be on the network. It shouldn't be on the network. No, it shouldn't be on the network.
No, it shouldn't be.
The paper, it should be original content because that's your station. But everything else, like especially pay-per-views, should be
anything
out.
like live like that. Because look at even when they because they put like SmackDown and Raw on, but it take weeks for your like the days to catch up.
But that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Hulu got the rights for it.
Yeah, but
it's not only that. But like it forces you to tune in live.
Exactly, that's what it is.
You waiting the next day, so that's why like, and it's smart for them, especially when it comes to NXT on USA. That shit is not on directly after. That shit is a next day at night type of shit. Like that shit come at 10:00 at night the following day
because it's on Hulu first.
No,
but that's the point. That's the point. The point is, and I've said it before, is that there's something called FOMO.
Yeah.
And let's say for instance, most millennials have it. Most millennials are the ones with money at this point. So let me break it down. You're at your crib, or you're out with your homegirl, or out with your homeboy, whatever, and social media is going crazy because Edge came back, right?
Yeah.
Social media is blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
But you can't watch the pay-per-view.
True.
Because it's not going to come on directly after, or you can rewatch it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then next time you're like, fuck, I got to watch Raw tonight. Yeah. Or the next pay-per-view that comes up, I have to watch it.
Yeah. Or like back in the day when you ordered the pay-per-view, the replay wasn't it wasn't directly after. Replay was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like you had to wait 2 days. You had to wait till after Raw to watch the replay or whatever pay-per-view that was.
And that's what I always keep saying about you have to force people to watch it. People will watch it. That's why viewership is down in some ways.
And that's why AEW viewership is so high, because they're going back to that formula.
Well, and I've always said that's the only way. If you don't watch it live,
I've always said that. I've always said that they need to get rid of that. I've always said that they need to have like make it a must watch. Remember, I was going off about the Bray Wyatt thing, about the Funhouse, that they shouldn't replay it. Like there has to be special moments.
And that's what WWE is really known for. It's like having those type of moments where like you can only like when Austin came in with a fucking beer truck. No. If you were not watching Raw at that live very moment, you missed that shit. Back in the day, like there was no YouTube, there was no like let's replay that shit, there was no DVR. Like if you were not watching TV live, you missed that shit. So I do think taking a step back and kind of using some old methods in the current era, I think will kind of go a long way.
Because we spoiled people.
We do.
People got spoiled in this new era. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
I gotta watch it now. I can watch it later.
I can watch it later. I can watch it later. I can watch it later. I can watch it later. So
fucking SmackDown on Fox when fucking Braun won, I was like, shit. How do I watch this? Like, and you only see once again the clips of it, like maybe 20 minutes
watch it the next day
after it happens, but it's a small clip on YouTube.
I got Rise on Fire.
It's not the same. It's not the same energy, to be honest. When you watch it on replay,
it's never the same energy, and that's one of the biggest things. And I guess we move on from now.
We can. New title alert. I got inspired by Mr. Black. ROH is bringing back their Pure Championship. So I had to do some research on this because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And I wanted to know more about it. So what started off as a simple tweet from Will Ospreay, and if you don't know, ROH's Supercard is happening in Tampa, Florida, the Saturday night. So it's the same time as NXT TakeOver, unfortunately. But you have like Will Ospreay. Yeah, it is. It's the Saturday.
NXT TakeOver is on Sunday.
No.
Oh, it's in April. I'm sorry.
April. I'm talking about Supercard. But you have Will Ospreay confirmed. You have a whole bunch of guys too. Jay White is confirmed for Supercard. So you have a lot of guys for Supercard. But regardless, Will Ospreay expressed his love for the ROH Pure Championship on a simple tweet. And ROH decided to now bring it back. It's been 14 years since the last Pure Champion has been crowned. They 14 years ago, they had a match where Daniel Bryan defeated Nigel McGuinness. And if you don't know Nigel McGuinness, please go on to
Legend.
YouTube. Nigel, he's some people now that know him once again as one of the commentators for NXT, but Nigel has his own right in the wrestling world and in history. So Daniel Bryanson at the time defeated Nigel to unify the titles. So that's once again that was 14 years ago. So they are now currently going to host a tournament to crown the first Pure Champion in nearly 14 years. The first round matches are going to happen in Columbus, Ohio on Friday, April the 10th. So those in the Columbus, Ohio area, ROH's show, you can go see that. And then Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Saturday, April the 11th is where the first round matches will happen. But once again, the Pure title was created in 2004. Matches, so the actual rules to this championship is what's unique about it. So in matches contested under Pure rules is where closed fist punches were illegal. So only open-handed slaps. So if I slapped the shit out of you, that was good. Or chops to the face are only allowed. No closed fist punches. And then also to each competitor were allowed 3 rope breaks to stop submission holds and pinfalls due to mission. So you only had 3 tries to either jump out of a count out or break out of a submission by the rope. Once your 3 tries were gone, everything was legal. So you can actually lose the title with the submission or not breaking rope, which I think is pretty interesting. And then some of the likes. So yeah, you can lose. The title could change hands on a disqualification or a count out because once again, once the 3 tries happen, shit is real. Mm-hmm. Let's see. AJ Styles was the first ever Pure Champion where he defeated CM Punk. Back in once again 2004 ROH. And some of the likes of Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, and once again Nigel McGuinness were some of the Pure Champions in the ROH history books. So my question to the table is, what are your thoughts on the Pure Championship rules? And I'll let Mr. Black go first, and then I can reiterate them so you can hear them since you said stepped out. And then also too, what's one problem and one solution that you feel that ROH currently has? Like, so what's a problem, and then what's a solution you would give that problem? Because once again, I've been talking about ROH has been shitty for months and months, and I feel like they're starting to kind of just, hey, come on in. Everybody got a fucking jacket today. I missed the memo. Shout outs to Dre from Your Sports is in the building. He just joined us. Yeah, you can move my stuff over. It's okay. Yeah. Then the Knicks win?
We left at halftime. My sister was singing, so.
Oh, damn.
You got food, though?
Nah. Talking about
me.
Me.
Sharing?
No, I'm not sharing today. What's
You
that?
Oh, no, you're not getting none.
I don't eat that.
No, you don't get none.
I don't eat it.
You always want, she always stay with the M&Ms and never give anybody anything.
No, first of all, no one asked. No one asked.
Yes, because I've asked you before.
No,
and I gave you 2.
Does she?
She shares with me.
Thank you. You got it.
And she be like this on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
You know what's so funny? I almost went to go pick up M&Ms right before I came here, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be good today.
You want me to go? Want me to go?
Oh wait. Oh shoot, it was my go. Ha ha.
No,
got
yeah.
distracted. So
Mr. Black, first, what are your thoughts on the Pure Championship rules? And once again, what's one problem and what's a solution you would give that problem that ROH currently has?
all right.
Talking to the mic.
Right now, I think having the Pure Championship is very good because it brings back the whole nostalgic feel of the brand that made it famous.
Were you starving?
Only like one time today. Mind your business, B.
Oh, I was concerned. I would have shared.
Me.
I'm not judging you. I would never judge you. Shut your ass up. Anyway, go ahead.
So like I said before, it brings back the more casual, the more hardcore fans that may have left due to the lack of having that title around. And people seeing the Pure Championship, they may read it. They may not always into the dirt sheet, but somebody who probably stopped watching wrestling may stumble across a highlight of that match. That like, oh shoot, I remember this. They brought it back. Cool. Let me watch into it. But the one thing I have to say is the lack of the exposure that they have, the lack of social media presence that they have, the lack of presence they have, period. Because you can't find them anywhere. Like there's no official YouTube channel for it. To my knowledge, there isn't. So it's one of those things where it's doomed to fail because there's nothing behind it to push it forward.
Okay.
You understand? Like it goes
Which
back
is the irony because ROH, and it was something I spoke to a wrestler last night about how Sinclair, which is a TV company, owns ROH but does nothing to support its actual brand.
It's a tax write-off.
Well, you have to understand. It's usually more bigger to the picture. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what's being said. We don't.
I mean, but you can clearly see.
Right, but nevertheless, though, it shows you that like they're trying.
Okay.
But you can try all you want, but you're not performing in front of nobody. How you gonna build a storyline? It's not like you're just an indie show where every once in a while, every couple of months you come. This is a whole thing that basically launched the careers of Samoa Joe, CM Punk. The list goes on, and to become what it is right now, become like a shell of yourself. Come on. It's one of those things that you reach your peak in high school, and after high school you just flatline.
Damn, homie.
Right.
In high school, you were the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?
So comes to find out,
50
has a YouTube channel, but nobody sees clips of it online. It doesn't come on my recommendation. They doing something wrong.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got the juice.
So they doing something wrong in that department. Again, they need to hire or fire the whole social media. Like the whole social media.
Give me a job, ROH. I'm here.
I hate you.
My bad, bro.
Go ahead, finish.
Sugar hitting the system. Ain't no telling when I fuck him and I diss him.
Excuse him. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
My brother's mad at me. It's cool. I apologize. All right. First thing first. ROH is trash. The reason why it's trash is because one of the biggest problems is that they didn't build for the future. They never built for the future, and they don't know what they're doing moving forward. And they're putting the wrong people in place. How many Powerades you got?
What are those? Are they?
Was it Powerades or 7-Eleven Replenish?
7-Eleven Replenish is good.
niggas put out.
Like,
yo, 7-Eleven, can you sponsor us?
Facts. Look, he just cutting a promo.
No, but this title and the
are you
nigga,
really
you good?
looking at yourself?
No.
Yeah, you bad conceited,
Yo,
son.
wow,
You're wild conceited,
This
son.
podcast has definitely taken you to a whole nother level, my nigga.
What are you
because
talking about?
you say it
people
every
saying.
2 seconds, he be like, "But yeah, I'm a pretty nigga, so it don't matter." Like what?
I'm looking at what people are saying. You know, shout out
Yo,
to my
you're
son,
mad
Fish.
conceited, my
But you're
nigga.
mad-
I'm looking at it.
No,
No, but
hold on. Wait.
Though,
No, wait, time out. I'm gonna say this shit right now. Y'all two
not I.
have
Not
changed.
I. You have to.
No, I have not changed. No,
I keeps the same energy.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
Son, I will give you a perfect example. We were supposed to book somebody for a show.
No.
And then somebody was joking around and saying, I think she got a fee. You know what this one said? Fee? I don't got a fee. No shade. But anyways. Excuse me. Excuse
It
me?
was the truth. I would never.
No.
I would never.
I don't do nothing.
No, but I would never
You
do
spent
that,
45 minutes throughout this show talking about how pretty you are. You kept looking at yourself after camera. Bruh.
out here selfieing.
Conceited.
Look at it. Look at you.
Anyways,
But first of all,
back to ROH. Because we're done with this.
But first of all,
Conceited ass motherfucker.
not even. But that was not conceited. That was the truth. Like, I'm not sitting here talking about you gotta pay me to be in your shit. No, if I'm not doing that, you should not be doing that. So you
Shady.
good. Anyway, continue about ROH.
People change nowadays.
Nah,
Man.
fuck out of here. Change. If I would have changed, I would have been charging niggas, and I don't. I would never do that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
Just saying.
these Reese's pieces are
Shout
good
out
as
to
fuck.
Beautiful Coco.
But anyways,
Hey, girl.
they didn't prepare for the future. That's number one.
Yeah.
And this title, excuse me, this title is kind of piggybacking off of Will Ospreay's popularity. Mm-hmm. Will Ospreay spoke about it, got a little buzz. ROH jumped on top of it. Smart move by ROH.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to bring back that nostalgia that my brother talked about of the title, because as you mentioned, great people had that title, and it's connected to great people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So moving forward, when you talk about how to improve ROH, talent, put young talent over. PCO should not. Is he still a champ?
PCO is still your current.
No, he should not be their champ.
ROH
PCO
champion.
should not be their fucking champ.
Not for long though.
He
No,
should've won
he
it.
should not. He's
He should've won
collecting.
it from Rouge,
He is collecting
like-
Social Security checks.
That's dope though.
And he's playing.
Yo, that's gangster. How the fuck you can collect the SSI checks? And well, actually, he's Canadian, so I don't know if he actually is collecting SSI checks. But if he is, though, how are you? That's gangster. You collecting SSI checks and a check from ROH?
It's so outdated.
What?
They're doing outdated stuff. Like remember the match when he won the title?
Oh, that was trash.
He got electrocuted by the car and got superpowers.
I thought it was kind of cool.
What the fuck?
It just took the
Come on, son.
the execution of
No,
it was trash.
No, you can't. You can't defend that
No,
any type
I'm
of
saying
way.
the execution
No,
of it was
everything was
trash.
trash. Everything was trash.
But when he came out, was it Supercard last year in the electric chair? The entrance that was kind of dope.
Man, he
I
shouldn't
was
be their
there.
champ. He should be putting young guys over. Niggas pulling the Hogan.
Yo,
Because Brody King definitely just re-signed his contract. He just
Gathers.
re-signed ROH.
And they have money.
Yo, who is that?
Who?
What?
Anthony B. Gathers.
I don't. You have to ask the people. You act like we know everybody's Instagram handle.
No, because like he's verified.
So then ask him. Verify. Who are you?
Who are you, Mr. Anthony?
But continue. Last but not least. So we got to move on.
But it's an issue. It's an issue that they're not taking care of the young talent.
He's not. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they don't have a lot of young.
Yes, they do. They have enough people that are up and coming or could be potential superstars.
So who's a superstar in your mind in ROH's bandwagon to first say, oh God, you all right?
Marty Stroll.
Well, Marty, you know, and it's a kind of a
And let me get on that one. How the fuck you're booking and you're that top guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bruh.
I was just about to say that.
Bruh. They're just sucking your dick.
It's wild.
They're sucking dick. That's all they're doing is sucking his dick and giving him money.
Oh, wow. Are they
Because
sucking it from the back or the front?
They're definitely sucking it from the back.
Okay.
Because I've always said this, and I will continue to say this. Do not give the prisoners the keys to the prison.
No, don't let the inmates run the asylum.
Like, you should not be doing that. And how are you going to focus on bringing other people up if you're focusing on your career? You out here in New Japan taking bookings instead of booking other motherfuckers on the card.
You know,
That should not be done.
I guess time will tell. I mean,
ain't no time telling.
no, but I mean, how they're booking Supercard right now is very interesting.
How they booking Supercard?
Because they are grabbing people from New Japan. They are grabbing people from like around that can create a really good show. Because the thing was, everyone that went to Supercard last year, they didn't go for ROH. They went for Okada. Period. They went for New Japan.
You didn't
So
go, right?
ROH, I did go.
She was
I
there.
went with Ish actually
How's it?
on the floor day of. Bought a ticket
How
because
was-
I had the fear of missing out because everybody was going, and I was like, "Shit, it's WrestleMania weekend." I went to Supercard the year before. You know, I've never seen Okada at the Garden. It was a big thing, and then Jay Lethal being champion, like those
Black champion.
facts.
Even
But
though you know
we
we hear things.
hear things.
Still love you, Jay Lethal.
Still love you, bro. Tag team, one half of the tag team champions right now.
But I
with
heard you
Jonathan
fucking
Gresham.
up out here for the culture.
But it's okay though, you
But
know.
you know, okay, it's Black History Month.
No, it's not okay for Black History
Month.
Month.
We don't tear down.
Actually, you know what? We're going to get
black
to
woman.
what's not okay for Black History Month because when we talk about AEW, we definitely going to address that shit. But
It's not. You reaching.
I'm not reaching.
Yes, you are.
I'm not reaching.
Well, we'll talk about it, but the niggas is reaching.
Not
Yo, Spence,
reaching.
you good?
Not reaching.
Spence out there.
Spencer, our engineer, our amazing engineer.
I'm just saying what up,
We
Spence.
miss you.
Don't worry about
We
it.
miss you every time we don't see you, so just know that.
Spence, you the illest.
But once again, everybody went last year to Supercard for New Japan. So I think this year will be their year to kind of just showcase what's new or what's to come from ROH.
But it's the thing is, you can't depend on other people.
Unless they are with the
Don't
company.
I always tell you guys, we have to create. You have to create your own buzz. They're not creating their own buzz. The company, like you said, is not putting money into them to create their own buzz. Create superstars. Create their own buzz. Don't have Marty be your fucking booker. Get some intelligent minds, wrestling minds back there to start working.
Who's left?
That's what I'm, yeah. It's slim pickings out here.
It is slim pickings. So you know what? You get scouters. You get people to go out there. You get people to go out there. There's enough talent in this business.
Absolutely. I agree with there's enough talent because trust me, we know some very talented brothers and sisters out here. So at the end of the day, it's no real excuse.
There's no real excuse because nowadays wrestling is becoming its own professional league. So what do you do in a professional league? You get scouters. You take scouters out. They hit the road. You go to different shows. If fucking William Regal's at a Battle Club Pro show looking at talent, why can't somebody from ROH do the same damn thing?
You're right.
I don't want to see about videos. Motherfucker, get into a car, drive your ass around the fucking country.
Shit, I don't remember the date.
Motherfuckers, sip on my water.
Before we move on, but there is, if you check on ROH, look, this nigga choking, he dying. He out here dying. Shit. See what I mean? You shouldn't talked about us earlier. But before we do move on, if you check on ROH's website, they actually do have
on IG.
What? No, you can keep going. I don't care. It's up to you. Those females, women that are in professional wrestling and you would like to try out for ROH, they are hosting a tryout. You can check on their website for the dates and information. But I did come across that information not too long ago. So just make sure to check on ROH's website for more information on tryouts. And I do once again believe that, you know, when there are things like that and opportunities, you should definitely seize the moment and the opportunity and to do it. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. But
why isn't Shane Taylor champion? I'm the same, but I'm going to leave that alone.
You know what I'm going to say something. Right. I ain't going to say. So next topic, reporting to the WWE Performance Center. So once again, every so often they get a new incoming class at the Performance Center, and we got three key people that we wanted to highlight that's heading to the Performance Center. Timothy Thatcher. So if you do not, and if you never have heard of him, please go back and watch some really good Evolve matches with Timothy on there. As well, because he's competed with the likes of Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, and Matt Riddle, and he has been Evolve champion before. He has also partnered with the current reigning and defending NXT UK champion Walter. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they position Timothy Thatcher, and to him to enter into WWE being signed at almost 37. That speaks volumes at any cost, because that just means that once again he's talented, even with him being a veteran in the game in a sense. And then the next person is going to be Killer Cross, which I'm super excited about this signing because I've been watching Killer Cross since Impact, and once again him doing Fightland, I believe this past weekend for MLW, going against what the fuck is his name, Tom Lawler at the 2300 Arena, but Killer Cross is a New York native. I didn't even know that he's born and raised here in New York.
Long Island.
Probably not Long Island per se.
Staten Island.
But he's best known for performing for not only Impact, Lucha Libre, AAA, and once again MLW and multiple other independent
some stuff with him.
Yeah, independent promotions. So once again, Killer Cross is signed to WWE. And then last but not least, this one, as I posted on my personal Facebook, I was surprised it was not a wrestler. It wasn't a contract to be a wrestler, but it was a contract to be a referee. Asia Pereira, who, if you have not watched on Shine and other on the independent circuit, she comes out of AR Fox's training, a wrestling school out in Atlanta, Georgia.
Good.
Phenomenal in the ring. She also was one half of the Shine Tag Team Champions with Big Swole, where she is the first ever full-time female, African-American female referee. She was signed to...
I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. Motherfuckers, I'm black, and I'm black. Black.
Told you. It's only the first week. Stay tuned. But once again, Asia Pereira, a.k.a. Asia Smith, once again assigned as the first ever full-time African-American female referee. So once again, shout out to her. Super proud of you, sis. I actually thought it would have been more of a wrestling contract, but once again, there's a lot of referees that have the wrestling background. And once again, it was the opportunity that she went for, and she won. So once again, shout out to everyone that's new at the Performance Center. We look forward to seeing what comes out of that.
This is a great look.
Yeah.
On all parts. So Timothy Thatcher, fucking star. I've seen him wrestle at Evolve, and I hope they send him to NXT UK.
Yeah, because a program with him and Walter is just already in the cards.
That makes perfect sense. But also, you're gonna start developing NXT UK more. Because now that Shawn Michaels is over there, they're really trying to work some stuff out of there. And after Worlds Collide, they did an amazing job of kind of showcasing NXT UK at its finest.
Absolutely. And I thought it was interesting when I was, researching and getting things together for the episode that actually Timothy Thatcher wanted to be signed in Japan. Like, he was looking for a Japan promotion to pick him up, and he didn't find one. And then he kind of just not settled for WWE, but the opportunity at WWE presented himself, and he ended up taking that.
It's happened. He's a purist when it comes to wrestling. My biggest thing is Killer Cross.
Absolutely.
And I've always said this before, and Aja is a huge thing.
She's nice.
Killer Cross is the epitome of the baby of old school wrestling body with a modern day wrestling body put together. He's tall, he's jacked, but he's not Brian Cage big.
No.
But he's also not small, like for instance Gargano, which is a lot of modern day wrestlers.
Yeah.
So he
breed.
has the perfect look for WWE and what they're looking for. And I think, in my opinion, either put him on SmackDown or keep him in NXT.
I definitely think him being in NXT for a little bit, just because.
Who's he gonna feud with?
Once again, I don't know.
He can do anything. There's enough talent down there.
Yeah, and honestly, he's really good in promos. He's really good in the ring. Like, he can really go at any
what it
point.
is? We reach a point in our wrestling viewership where we no longer I came to realization a while ago is, the writers do a really bad job getting things over, son. And a really, really bad job. Because now one time, whenever a person comes over to the big leagues, WWE, we never talk about the inability in the ring. We always talk about if WWE going to do them right. And I realized WWE is missing that it takes a village to raise somebody. Because when I watch old school wrestling, the commentary's putting the guy over. The Mean Gene's putting the guy over. Other wrestlers putting the guy over somehow, some way. The guy's putting himself over to get himself good in the ring. Even the jobbers, you felt importance of them. So, reason why that I'm kind of like, because I'm not excited, because they had a lot of good guys in WWE. They had a lot of good people that they wasn't bad locker room guys, none of that, but yet they still only reach a pinnacle, hit a ceiling, and that's it.
But it depends. It depends.
Could be the individual.
There's a lot that goes into that, and you did raise a couple of good points. One of the main points, the commentators do put the people over, because the shit that fucking Corey Graves was saying about certain people, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. But he does. Number two, so I've said it on early episodes. Some people aren't WWE guys. That's just what it is. Some people aren't built for that machine. A lot of people come to WWE and think things are going to be a certain type of way.
They think it's sweet.
But it's not.
But it depends on, I think it depends on the person.
It depends on the person, but you have to understand, this is a job. They're going to tell you what to do. That's one. But you did raise a good point about the right people putting you over. For instance, Brock Lesnar, the Raw niggas was in his ears when he first came.
Yes.
Because when he was at OVW, the old heads over there were telling him that he should be like, what's his name? He should be a Russian that doesn't do nothing in the ring and just takes hits. That was exactly what he was told. Because Paul Heyman did a shoot interview about that, and my boy was talking about the shoot interview where, and this is where Paul Heyman comes in, where for instance, Taz overheard that conversation that was having with Brock, and Brock is an athlete, so he understands when the veterans are telling you something, because these are veteran like bookers and stuff like that, telling you something, you listen. You just be a young boy. The word is called young boy. You do what you're told to do and just keep it moving. So they're telling him this, and then Taz comes up to him and is like, yo, if you do what they tell you to do, you won't be here for the next 2 months. Because I'm gonna continue going with that, because he was over that. She was over being in developmental. So then Taz, I guess, talks to Heyman, and Heyman's like, and goes to Vince, is like, yo, let me book this dude's match. Let me do this dude's match, because Taz's like, yo, you're dealing with an Olympic athlete. Like, there's a story that's out there of when Brock flipped his bike. Pelvis is fucked up. He's completely fucked up. A week later, he's running Olympic time at the Vikings training camp. So what you're saying is correct, because a lot of times the guy will come in with all the fucking talent in the world, but you got the wrong motherfucker in his ear, telling him the wrong shit. And then it goes back to what we saw in early episodes. Some guy might see you as a threat and might be like, yo, you know what? I'm going to tell them the wrong shit, or just they don't understand what you got. It depends on the person, but a lot of times it goes back to what you're saying as well, where you need the right people around you. Because if Taz didn't say nothing to Brock,
who knows what
we wouldn't have one of the best Royal Rumbles we had this past week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you are right, but it also goes back to what you're saying. It depends on the person.
And I think it depends also on the point in time of where they are in their career. Like, for instance, look at Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, when he first was the chosen one, baby, was not ready at all.
No, he wasn't.
He will say it himself, like, I was not ready. And for him to now be the 2020 Royal Rumble winner,
Odyssey,
he's ready. So, like, once again, everything kind of happens, at a certain point in time, and for that individual, there's so many different variables. I mean, once again, everybody always wants to go quickly and blame creative, but once again, there's so many different parts to the puzzle piece that I think it's important to always have that as an overview. It's like, okay, it's kind of a more of a, to me, it would be a case by case. Because also too, look at AJ Styles. AJ started his career indies, loved it. He was the face of Impact, period. There were a few other faces, but AJ Styles, when you thought of Impact, you thought of AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, maybe, and then the later parts you thought of the older niggas that came in and took over the company and then did nothing with it. But whatever. But AJ then went to New Japan, Bullet Club. That was his thing. And then he felt like he was at a point in time in his career where being a part of the WWE community was the right way for him. So I think everybody's journey and how they get to where they get to is going to always be different. It's always going to just be what kind of works for their career. It's always going to be a hit or miss. There's some guys that that are on AEW that would probably be better on MLW or be better on Impact or be better on ROH. Like, once again, you got to you got to feel things out, and that's a part of your journey and part of your story. So, like, where there are guys that, once again, are on WWE for a certain period of time and they outgrow and you've hit that ceiling. It's not nobody's fault. That's just what's happened. That's in any job that you have, is once you've reached your full potential, there has to be room for growth. And if there is no room for growth in that company, then you need to move on. And that's where people end up like Luke Harper or like fucking the Revival of Room and Lee trying to get out of their contract and shit. Like, when there's no room for growth for you, it's your exit.
But I also want to bring up, I know we have to move on, but Shinsuke Nakamura. So, people always blame the E on Shinsuke. I'm putting some blame on Shinsuke as well.
Yeah, me too.
Because let's say you take away his New Japan career, and you kind of look at his career in a WWE scope, he's won multiple titles.
Yeah.
He's feuded with top guys. Yeah. He's been associated with the right people. But I truly believe Shinsuke, like you talked about, is at a point of his career, he's chilling. He came to WWE because he was tired of kicking niggas in the face and getting kicked in the face hard.
Yeah, because that strong style shit is no joke.
He did say that, though. Like, he living his best life.
He's living his best life, and he loves to surf. He's in Florida with his family and people talk about the Good Brothers, the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
where they say like, "Yo, hey, you guys are being wasted." I'm like, "Nah, I get to see my family."
And they get beat up. Like, you literally come to work for like 15 minutes and get paid a buttload of money and go home.
But not only that, but like once again, you have and outside of being in the ring, you have other obligations like where you do like your volunteer work or
No, of
your
course,
Make-A-Wish
but it's like
stuff, or
overall though is
speaking to the goddamn mic.
oh,
But they're doing
They're doing other
they're doing
things.
less.
Happy.
But hold on, they're doing less though. They're slowly starting to do less house shows. These are all things that we talked about in the beginning, where pay-per-view is going to be coming off the network, which means less. They're talking about less house shows, easier schedule. Shout out to AEW for doing this. These are all moving parts that are being done to bring up the morale of the locker
morale
room.
is important because now we in the era where it's not all about I got to do the most house shows to please feed my family because if I don't, I'm dead. It's more like, yeah, I get other outlets of strong streamer income, and my merchandise is hot, so I don't depend on the house shows.
Like, look at I think honestly the most underrated example is New Day. New Day out here.
They make millions.
Selling cereal.
But you can't count New Day, bro.
No, but I think they're the most underrated. Like they
They're
can
not
wrestle.
underrated.
No, not underrated in the ring. I'm talking about. I'm just saying like that goes under the radar and probably makes the most money out of all them other niggas. Like for real, because they have. Woods has the YouTube. They have, the merch. They have the cereal. They have the commercials. They have this. They have that. They have appearances. Like, New Day out here don't even got to be on TV for 2 fucking weeks. It still will probably make more money doing other things. And it's crazy.
And they black.
Black hair.
Black.
Thank you.
Black. You hear that, Spence?
Entrepreneurship
Black.
at its finest.
We black out here.
Real quick, before we go into this week in wrestling, the rumor of this week, WWE COO Triple H reportedly is obsessed with the one and only Okada, where he is making
Can't pronounce his first name.
Cannot pronounce his first name.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna do it.
You know,
to
some
you.
motherfuckers
I'm
might
not
be
gonna
tight
hold
about
you.
that.
Oh well,
If
I don't
you
know
listening,
it.
I'm talking to you.
I don't care. It's Okada.
Wait.
No, that's a lot of fucking syllables. I can't say that.
Azuchi
shit.
Cup?
I thought that was his first name, Okada.
No, that's his last name. You said what?
I have a list.
Then whatever. Like
I don't
like,
a list or not. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Okada. So Triple H is heavy and
just
obsessed with Okada.
Just like LeBron. We don't say his last name. We say LeBron. He's the one name guy. You recognize him.
No, but you
Or
can say
OJ.
James. The fuck are you?
Nah,
talking
you
about?
don't say LeBron James. You say LeBron.
But it's like this. He's one of those dudes where he's known by not his full government. Just
That's
one.
fair. Okay, you can say that. Where once again, so Triple H is obsessed with signing Okada to WWE contract when his New Japan contract expires. That shit is done.
Where
done.
is it?
Flip it. No, that right there, that one. Oh Lord, you blind. Okada has wrestled in America before, believe it or not, during Impact from 2010 to 2011, but that run ran its course and
As a fake Green Lantern cake top.
decided to move forward. So real quick to the table. If in a magical Lucky Charms world that Okada ended up signing to WWE, what would be the one dream match you would like to see with someone on the current roster? Just real quick, and then we're going to move on to This Week in Wrestling.
Him and Brock.
That's what I thought, too.
That shit would be fire. That shit would be fire.
It's hard, too, because all the other niggas he's already wrestled is in WWE, like
No,
AJ.
it's him and
Shinsuke.
It's him and Brock. It's him and Brock. Then number 2 for me would Danielson. Him and Danielson would be a good fucking match.
Yeah, I'm Daniel Bryan.
Who else would be great?
I would go.
Showman style, like showman, like a fucking dope ass entrance, like the right fucking costumes. Him and Bray. That's like showman,
like on the bigger
on some
scale.
WrestleMania shit.
I know mine's was
Entrance
Brock,
by
though.
entrance, it gotta be him and Valentine. Because I feel like Valentine would step like.
Woo,
put it
we
to the
gonna
next
talk about
level.
Patrick in a few minutes.
I feel Valentine would be entrance by entrance, pound for pound.
And we all know Okada,
Don't like black people?
No,
What?
he's a best friend. He's a
Oh.
golden lover.
Oh,
Yo, you's a clown. I was saying like I thought to say that's like he don't like black people. What? I think Okada gets bitches. No.
Nah. I feel he
Oh, you feel like, you know what? We not getting into this. We
Wow,
not gonna do
wow.
this. We not
that
gonna do
whole
this.
that whole locker room, bro.
It's kind of
Wow.
all right. Let's go to.
Wow.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a
This
joke.
week in wrestling, we're gonna go around the table real quick, and talk about two moments. Try to keep it to two moments. From this week in wrestling, that caught your eye, made you be like, "Oh shit, this happened." So I'm going to start off with Mr. Black. What are two things?
I think the most hilarious thing that happened on Raw. It was like it was so like Mexican of them. It's like, all right, I guess. Yeah, man, this is my cousin. I'm like, come on, y'all, man. Like, this is
You know
so...
what? I'm not gonna front though, because if it was like us, if it was a black person thing, it would have been the same thing. It would have been funny as hell. So I can't be mad
Like-
at that. That was what they did.
like, it was
I
just
cannot be
like-
mad.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all reaching me. It was just like, this is my cousin. Like, come on, man. Y'all never mentioned this to this now. Come on, y'all. Y'all push. Great segment, by the way. You know, bring all the Latinos. You see what Paul Heyman's doing? See what Paul Heyman's doing? He got the Eddies. You feel me? But he got three of them. The veteran, the present,
I will
the future.
say, and that's the one thing I can appreciate about Paul Heyman right now in the time, is that he's found ways to insert NXT people so that if in the event, whatever, a superstar shakeup or whatever it is, that the audience already is established and knows who they are. Because that's always been the thing where, like, if people popped up, and that's what I appreciated about how Survivor Series acted, because it was like, if these people just randomly popped up, like, would you know who they are type of thing? So Paul Heyman specifically putting Angel Garza on Raw
Smart.
against Rey Mysterio, I think that definitely was a really, really good move in terms of showcasing other people that are on the brand, but on a different, different day, different time type of shit.
Okay, two
What
things.
was the second thing?
They go together. This is a true example when let people be people, because when you compare to Sasha, right, during her earlier days in NXT, compared to Bianca Belair, Sasha felt that she was actually playing a character. Like, she's not in real life this big boss girl. This time, I'm not saying she's not a boss like character, but she was. I feel like she's very characteristic. Like, you could tell that people was still setting up that character. She's still feeding into it.
Okay.
And for the first time watching Bianca Belair, I didn't feel it was. It felt like a new flavor. She didn't tackle the traditional tropes of the promo everyone has, like the dramatic pauses, the whole switch up your voices. None of that. It felt organic. It felt, this is her. This is how she's going to talk. This is how I'm going to talk. I may be kind of ratchet. I may be kind of hood with it, but this is me. And it comes off believable. And it probably might be missed by the grand scheme of everybody, but I caught that.
No, I think anyone that watched once again NXT this past week and saw Bianca's reaction to Charlotte getting it, like, excuse me.
And it makes
you did that
sense.
to any black girls.
Like,
bitch,
it makes
excuse
sense.
me. Like,
Sasha now would be like on them.
But that's also it's that was one of my good points about this past week was, as I mentioned it to a friend of mine, we were talking about it. I've been watching Miss Belair for a while, and she just now came into her own just recently, the past like maybe 3 or 4 months, in my opinion, where it looked authentic, and there were certain things like you said, it just looked like what a person of color would do in
And
that
it makes
situation.
sense. And it's no, like I said, like it's no over the top promo.
it wa-
Like the greatest. No, I'm tired of that.
No, but that was the point of it. It was her reaction when they're talking. She's like behind next to them, and then she's just moving around. Like, it was comedic. It was great timing. It was over the top, because that's what wrestling's about, being over the top, and it made sense. And she's shining. And I tweeted this. I tweeted this morning. I was like, yo, y'all were all bitching about Charlotte coming to the title picture for NXT. And y'all was saying she's going to outshine Bianca. And she was going to take Bianca's spot.
she did not last
But
night.
what it showed was Bianca was able to hold her own with these people.
Right. And
With Charlotte Flair, who is a potential Hall of Famer.
right. And I like that. And I like that. And another thing too to have to go other half that shares it is shout out to Ortiz being in his first single match in like a billion years.
I know.
And
I
him
was
being in there,
excited.
like it didn't like it's just like the whole structure of it, the whole match. Like Moxley got his car keys and punching his
Talking
face.
the goddamn mic.
Like eye for eye. I love that. I love that energy. That's that real New York versus some Arizona nigga, like some Arizona
Too
crazy
bad he's
white
from
boy.
Ohio. He's from Ohio.
Oh, those Ohio niggas are crazy. Like you see what they do in Impact? Crazy
Yeah,
Ohio
OVE.
niggas.
I know.
You feel me?
I
You know?
understand.
But overall, I like the fact that Ortiz, they are like he's literally going through the whole inner circle. Literally going through piece by piece. He easily took like the handicap match with him and Santana, but that would bury them. That would hurt them. But get them individually. Say, oh, all right, united, they're better. But separate, they still work on them because these have been this tactic for so long.
Yeah,
Backstory, you are developing a nice surface for that. So this is why it shows you two different key modes, two different companies. One company with NXT is showing that we're getting diverse and letting people be people and not so generic. And you felt the real rawness of Bianca Belair. And AEW, it shows you that, yo, we are finding many ways to tell the same story, but actually get people over too. Because during that match, you saw how Ortiz is very diverse. You can handle his own against the best of the
question
best,
to the
Jon
table.
Moxley.
Is Jon Moxley going to be the new AEW champion?
Yes. Because you need a crazy white boy.
But
But don't you hear Jericho put him over, dogs?
No, but that's why
he should be the new champion. My couple of takeaways from this past week. First of all, that strap 10 lashes to the back
in Huntsville, Alabama.
I know somebody said this on Twitter. I didn't know somebody said this on Twitter, but yo, Cody deadass looked like Denzel in Glory. Because he definitely had to look.
Somebody definitely put Cody's like body and like the back, like the front cover of Roots.
Wow.
I saw that. I saw that earlier today. I was like, see, this is the shit I'm talking
What
about.
is your name? Cody Rhodes. What
Cote.
is your name? Cody Rhodes. Shh. What is your name? Cody.
So, I liked the little thing that they did. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
It was cool. It was trying to tell a story of they're trying to move things forward.
Dang, that was a bad joke. It's Black History Month.
It's a horrible joke.
But it was
people were reaching. It was a reach. It's a reach. It's a reach. It's not disrespect to black people.
Man.
If you're saying that, it's a fucking reach.
Reach.
I don't think it's a reach.
No, it's a reach.
I don't think
It's a reach. Y'all being a little too sensitive.
We talking about being a white man on Black History Month.
It was two white men beat up each other. It was
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
I'm all for two white men
With designer belts.
That shit was Gucci. That shit was definitely Gucci or Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
That doesn't make it any less okay if it's Gucci or Louis beating
but
you.
it's two white men. It's not a white man beat on a black man. It is fine. Stop
like,
reaching.
It's not a reach.
No, yes,
People
it
will
is.
reach.
People were reaching hard.
People reach.
People were reaching hard.
It's just
not-
uncomfortable.
That's the point. It's supposed to make you feel
No, I
uncomfortable.
get it's the point, but it's just.
So what's the difference between an actual strap match? What Daniel Bryan and the Fiend was doing?
Well, one, it wasn't in Black History Month, so there that goes. And two,
it's History Month for everyone.
two,
We are history.
No. And two, it was the actual goddamn match. Like what
But
the
they
fuck?
whipping
Like
each
that's not
other.
the same. It's in the match.
He couldn't
like,
touch him.
But he came out and said, "Listen." He might as well said, "Listen, bitch." Lay down and get these
So
10
what's the
lashes.
difference? What's
Like
the
what the
difference?
fuck?
What's-
Like
so-
that's not
so-
okay.
What's the difference
That's
between
not
the dog
okay.
food stuff that they do on
Exactly.
SmackDown?
And that shit I don't like either
So then that's
because
your question.
because they got some up. First of all, they must have upgraded the dog food because it really looked like shit. I was like,
So that's your
what
question.
brand
So
of dog
Chris,
food are they
Chris,
using?
Is this reaching like when the Usos tied up Xavier Woods and whooped him with a candlestick?
Was it during Black History Month though?
Come on, son. Come on. We're moving forward. We're moving on.
But
All
it was
right,
in the match. The difference is that it was in
Yo,
the match.
don't even argue with her because
Period.
she's saying
was
wild
in the
shit.
match.
She's saying wild shit. She's reaching
Anything
back.
that's happened
Yo.
that you mentioned was in the match.
Yo,
They had a verbal
They didn't
agreement.
have somebody come out and say, "Yo, bend over
He
and take
agreed
these
to
10
this.
lashes.
He agreed to this.
He said, yo,
you're
listen,
reaching
this
like
is
shit is
simulation.
wild.
You got to do this, and to get to this,
That gets
you
me
got to get
nuts.
lashes
That-
from me.
And once
Yo,
again, this
this.
goes to, but this proves my point
Wow.
in terms of AEW and the viewer that they're looking for and that they gravitate to. Like me, that doesn't interest me one bit.
He agreed to the simulation. He
Yo,
said, yo, got to get the
yo,
lashes.
you're reaching
then the
like
next
Stretch
match is
Armstrong.
cage match.
Am I
You're
reaching?
reaching like Stretch Armstrong.
Say one thing. Go ahead.
One thing.
Yeah.
It just made it look worse because you got a black lady running down to encourage.
What?
Y'all all reaching. Y'all all reaching. Yo, you're reaching.
Here's what I said about, but he-
Yo, Stretch Armstrongs. Y'all some
Nah.
Stretch Armstrongs right now.
What I said inside our group chat, I said this. I said, I don't mind the segment because it flows with the story, but it's timed wrong. Why would you put this second week?
The first episode of Black History Month is you got some white dudes.
So that's the case. So like
In
no,
Huntsville,
it doesn't
Alabama.
matter. It does not matter.
In
It
Huntsville.
doesn't matter. He said this. He said, "White man, yes, other white man.
Other-
All right, this is simulation. You got to do you got to do this, and be in the second one, got to take these lashes from his coochie about your belt. He looked at him, your belt.
First of all, it
so he
sound
took
like you
off
said
his belt.
coochie, and I was supposed to be
Hey,
like, bro,
he took off his belt and
that's
he
just
whipped him. And then
unacceptable.
the next thing he had to go, the next hurdle, you see hurdles. Next, he
what's
gotta fight this.
what's worse than that? What
Yo,
comes after that?
Yo,
He gotta fight a big man in a steel cage match.
Hold on.
He has to. Oh my God! He has to actually wrestle somebody else. Oh my God! That is the worst thing in the world. Are you kidding me?
It's a stipulation. It's a fucking stipulation, Janelle.
That shit is funny.
No, oh my God.
Wow.
No,
Listen.
but he dead. No,
Wow.
he
Y'all
dead ass.
bugging, son.
No,
You are bugging.
no, but he dead ass sat here.
That shit was funny.
He dead ass sat here and was like, "Yo, he gotta wrestle a big. He has to actually wrestle, and you're upset."
No, it makes sense. It makes
could die.
sense.
He could die.
He has to wrestle in a cage match.
Exactly.
If you were gonna do that,
Bullshit.
if you were gonna do, I would have reversed it.
What? So
If
wrestle
you
in
were
a cage match,
if you were
then get
going,
lashes.
if you were going to,
That
yeah,
makes no sense.
That makes absolute
No,
sense.
that
you
makes no
lose,
sense.
you lose the match, and then you still get the lashes of the last
Nigga,
thing
you get
did.
lashes. You get your lashes. You take your beating because you can't touch
And
him.
then you
and
wrestle.
Then you wrestle.
Then you actually wrestle.
No, because it puts him at a bad point.
Exactly.
He's weakened.
Exactly.
You lash him to weaken him before he actually meets you. That's the last weak point.
Yes. He's going to these matches.
But the lashes,
But
I
he's-
think, should have been last. If
no,
that's what you were gonna do.
No, because you try to weaken him. You don't have to force you at the steel cage match.
So you
no,
telling
you want
me-
to weaken him. So like when the
So
guy
the 10 lashes wouldn't have
weakened.
weakened him.
This
It
10 lashes
does.
did weaken him
Yes.
for the cage match.
Yes. So
But
the cage
then-
match
but
get
then-
extra
okay, so wait,
damage.
question.
Did you get beat when you were a
So
kid?
question. Not
Did you
really.
get
No, I
exactly?
wasn't
So
that
you don't
kid.
know.
I wasn't
Niggas
that
don't
kid.
know. No,
I
you
wasn't that
you can't
kid.
talk. You can't talk. You
If-
can't
if
talk.
there was the
Niggas get-
ultimate-
No,
No,
you didn't
but
get
if that
beat.
was the
You-
ultimate thing,
You can't
then
talk.
that should have been last.
No, Janelle can't talk because she never got
I,
beat.
can, so I didn't say I never got beat. I said
No,
I
no,
rarely
you never got a
beat.
Haitian beating.
Exactly.
Because I'm
never
not
got-
Haitian.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you kidding
So
me?
you don't know.
So
That
because
nigga was getting
I'm
a
not
Haitian beating.
Haitian,
Exactly.
I don't have the type of
was
understanding.
He was crawling. He had a tear in his eye like Denzel. And he had a charge up. He had a
Yes.
charge up. He's like, ooh.
Wait, I just want to know though.
He
Question.
definitely charged up for the beating.
Wait, I just want to know though. So after he has this match with this
Right.
warlord person, right?
Yes.
If he wins, he gets MJF.
Yes.
If he loses, he gets MJF still or no?
No, he's not gonna lose. Obviously.
No, but
This
I'm
is
just
This is a
asking.
video game.
I'm
This is a
asking.
video game. There's
It has
stages.
to happen.
There's stages you
It
have
has
to go
to
through.
happen.
I feel like this
It
is
has
like
to
Ninja
happen.
Turtles.
Boy, it has to happen, or like it's part
But what
of the
if
story.
it doesn't?
The game over.
Exactly.
That's
That's
try
all
again.
I'm asking.
Then we
I
restart
just
to another
asked-
game.
Exactly.
Okay, all I asked was if he does not beat Warlord, does he still get MJF? And you guys answered finally and said no.
man.
Okay, cool.
was
Whatever.
that to say?
What was the second thing that you thought was, oh my God, I'm really mad you dead ass sat here and was upset the fact that his last level was actually wrestling. Like, that
It
blew
should
my
be
mind.
that.
Should
It should
be.
be that.
It should
So
be.
one
That
of the,
blows
so
me.
okay. Anyways, one of the things that I noticed on Raw last week was the last match. It was Ricochet, Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins.
I really wanted Bobby to win. We don't fuck with
But
Bobby like
it
that.
doesn't.
Shit.
But it was something new and fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody kept
will agree.
complaining about, oh, hey, they're not doing anything with Bobby. Like Bobby was in a legit match.
Bobby actually promoed right before he went out.
He put on a solid promo.
He promoed right before.
Ricochet did his thing. Like it was a good segment.
And where was Rusev? Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
I
And you,
know,
and you
because he
can't.
wasn't needed. It wasn't.
But I'm just saying though,
Where'd that go?
it was a great. It was something great done.
Exactly.
It was new, fresh, and like awesome.
And Brock came out and said that you know the vibes, nigga. You know the vibes, and that fived him. Oh, no one said nothing about when the white man F5 Ricochet, right? On Black History
First of
Month.
all, he been F5 and Light Bright
no.
for weeks.
No.
He
Why he
been
has to be
fucking
light
him
bright
up.
for?
Exactly.
'Cause he
Why he
is
has to be light bright?
light-skinned.
No.
He light-skinned
We are not
though.
calling our light skinned brothers,
Exactly.
right, Spencer?
Well, you
We
just
are not
did that.
calling them light
You
bright.
just did that,
We are
though.
not calling our
Well,
light
he
skinned
just
brothers
did that.
light bright.
Spence, you telling me?
We are unified.
You telling me ain't nobody ever
unified.
called you light skinned though?
It doesn't matter. We're not calling them
That's
light
all I
bright.
wanna know.
We are not calling them light bright.
I don't want to know.
We are unified
We
this
unified.
month.
Unified this month.
We are unified.
But in March, you're getting light skin jokes. Full display.
Wow, that's
But in February,
in the
it is
theory of
unification.
keeping the same
Unification. Shout out to my Afro Latinas.
Thank you.
I see y'all.
Shout out to those wrestling girls, those Afro queens. Mhm.
That ass girls.
Oh, that's Afro Latina. Forgot her name, Jizzy.
Shout out to dead ass girls in the building.
Yo, the struggle you just had.
Shout out to
that-
Jenna. Shout out to Jenna. You know, her fine self.
Shout out to all the
Stop
females
saying that. Somebody's digging that out right now. Don't disrespect them on the podcast. You know
just
him
did the whole
personally.
government.
Yo, so
I don't
if,
know him personally.
So if you legit wanted to see a TKO happen live on stream and listening on whatever SoundCloud or Spotify, it just happened when he just said what he just said.
Yes. You don't want to disrespect the man. That's his woman.
Who is this man?
We'll talk about this off camera.
We
like
won't
all
say.
I said, Jenna fine self.
Yes, but I said you know who
No,
you
sit
know
down.
who his
Sit that
man
ass
who
down.
her man is.
She doesn't though.
She knows.
I know.
She gonna pretend that
I
she
know.
don't know who it is, but we all
we
know
don't
who it
know.
is. And he digging it out, treating her like a queen, buying her jeans, sneakers, jackets, tickets, and
Yo,
dinners.
we are fucked up individuals. Like, I'm so sorry.
Keeping her belly fat.
We are such
Yo, who
What?
fucked up individuals.
We ain't
I'm
fucked
so
up.
Sorry.
I'm holding my man's down on the podcast.
I'm
B.
so sorry.
Yo,
because the struggle was real. Because my nigga was out here buying flowers and shit.
Nah,
and wasn't getting no play.
No. He was.
Wow.
He was. Because Shorty was like,
Too
you
much?
know what? Because Shorty was like, you know what? I'm a wrestling girl, but I ain't those other wrestling girls.
I'm not.
I'm
No, I'm
taking
not
my
like
time.
them.
I'm taking my time. You gotta
No,
earn
too
this
much.
spot. I see you, Mom.
I mean, that's just
I
across
see you
the
out
board.
here.
You need to earn your
I
position.
see, and my man
period.
earned the
Just wanna
spot.
Put that out there.
My man got a 10-day contract. Is he gonna
Nah,
sign
it
to
was
the
like
full season?
the one day.
Nah,
the trial.
it's a 10-day contract. Is he gonna sign to a full season? Nah. He's on an NXT developmental deal.
Good night. All right. Anything else you want to before I go real quick and then we'll sign
is
off?
this
I'm so
person?
mad. You actually.
Because
I
right
don't
now
know
we're
if
showing
you
black
know.
love. Black love in the
Who
wrestling
else is
community.
like black love? Oh, shout out to Jay and Amanda. That's black love.
Okay.
in the
Black
wrestling
love.
community.
What else is black love in the wrestling community?
Prolific, you know, and you know, Isaiah and his
The
you know,
first husband and
family,
wife of Jabba
you know,
Tears podcast,
okay.
Chantel and
Who else?
and Donnell.
Who else? Dang, man.
You said it's a black. It's a black.
Dang, who else?
Ain't that many? Ain't that many?
It's
So,
not that
so we must
many,
uprise
yeah.
our people,
Yeah.
uplift them, make them better, make them amazing.
Dang. But there are a lot of fine black women.
Clearly, because you thought Jenna was fine.
Don't talk
That's
about
what I
Jenna in
came
that
in
light anymore.
Who else you think is fine?
There's a lot of girls I think that's fine.
Okay, I got a little bit of time.
I got the time.
Nice.
Wrestling is fine. Like dang, there's a lot of fine wrestling girls too, man. They fine. Like dang,
Okay.
Wrestling is fine. Meriden is fine. She's fine.
Shout out to Meredith and Philly who got reposted by La Champion Chris Jericho as she did an acapella version
That's
of
fire.
Judas. So shout out to Meredith out in
She's
Philly.
fine. Those wrestling girls are fine. They
Both?
fine. Both of them. Both of them.
Okay. How you bored? Well, you in a whole ass relationship. So yeah.
Shout out to Miss PR. Shout out to her fine self. You know?
Oh. You put Miss Patty Pat on. Okay.
Miss who? Queen PR.
Yeah.
But once you, never mind.
I am going to clothesline the shit out of you soon. That's what's about to happen.
Shout out to Miss PR.
Okay, you got one more. Who else?
She fine.
Who would have thunk? I mean, you got to kick off Black History Month, right?
There's a lot of fine girls, man.
Well, listen, we ain't got all night, so come on.
Shout out to Haven, her weird self, you know.
What?
She's fine too.
How you just okay? That was a great combination.
You're not gonna lie though. Yo, Haven's like every like nerd motherfucker.
Facts.
Like legendary woman.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, niggas hit me up. Yo, you know Haven, son? Yeah, Haven's mad. Oh my gosh. Damn, does she smell good? Wow, nigga.
Somebody asked you if she smelled good.
A lot of people ask about you too.
I don't answer
That's
questions.
because she got 20 people in her DMs.
I do not have 20 people in my DMs.
Hey,
like, relax.
Hey, I saw you at the show, but I was too scared to say hi.
Lord.
You know, there's one dude say his picture of his license.
Penis?
What picture? No,
No.
I do not solicitate
You saw
dick
his
pics.
picture? You saw his
I'm
picture
too
from
old
his
for that.
bus? He said, "I have a city job." You get
Who
those
said
pictures.
no?
out.
I don't get
Yes, you
those
do. Yes, you
pictures.
do.
We still haven't found out the mystery person who comments on every YouTube
Yo,
video.
So he should stop commenting. He should disappear.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, yo,
alright.
bro, come out. We need to meet you. Never, man. Nigga's nasty.
Get
He's out there
him
with
away.
Ralph.
Yo, yeah.
Yo, Ralph is
Ralph
nasty.
Reigns
son.
is, boy.
Son.
Still love you, but oof.
Son, I gotta beef Ralph, man. Man, he looks like that in his crib. He got mad snacks and stuff like that.
You just call him a fat nigga at the door? That's what you just did. Real quick, my 2 bits in This Week in Wrestling. Of course, the return of Patrick. Velveteen Dream is back in NXT. And I need whoever creates his tights. I want to know their contact number because I want something for WrestleMania weekend. I dead ass do. But he legit he is
Being
the
nasty, I
finest.
see.
No, how's that
You get
nasty?
the wrong attention during WrestleMania.
How is that nasty?
Last attention.
How is that
Yo, up
nasty?
to that dude who wanted to record you
What dude?
from last year. He lived in New Orleans. What's this dude's name?
You want to record her naked?
No. He
What?
Like, he said,
Okay,
yo,
now you trying
like,
it.
I think that he had a podcast in his house that, yo, I want to record with you or something.
Absolutely not. No.
You don't think that?
I record in public places. Anyway, Velveteen, I think honestly is one of the top guys who definitely does really good at wrestling psychology.
He definitely
Because for him to come out, because I was like, why is he ripping off his shorts? What the fuck going on here? And for him to have Roderick Strong's wife and whole ass child on his tights, that shit is by far the funniest thing.
wild.
That shit is wild, like wild.
There's nothing but the
But
Fiend.
I accept it.
Being
It is amazing
what's up with
because
the Fiend?
it brings everything full circle because that was the reason why he left and then he dropped the title to him and now he coming back for revenge. Makes complete sense. I love the storytelling in that. Also too, shout out to Miz and John Morrison who's going to challenge the New Day at Super Showdown. I think I would have rather it not been in Saudi, but
That's racist too.
that's cool. How's that racist?
Because you reaching. Stretch Armstrong.
How? Wait, time out. How?
They'll go against black people in the desert.
But I just said I don't want it to be in Saudi. So what are you talking about?
Oh, what do you want the match to happen, right?
Because it's an actual wrestling match. Are you kidding me?
Stretch Armstrong.
Y'all niggas is wild.
Stretch Armstrong.
And also too, shout outs to your new Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman, who won his first singles title this past Friday night on SmackDown. I think it's a really good move. Nakamura really wasn't doing anything with the title, so I think Braun going into WrestleMania season is really, really dope.
Who you gonna feud with?
As IC champ, I don't know. I mean, that leaves the door open for really anybody. Somebody new can come in. You know, we'll see what happens with that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna piggyback off. I tuned in just probably for one match on AEW, and of course it was the SCU versus Best Friends because I fucking love Chucky T, and I love SCU. So I was really glad to catch that match. And Orange Cassidy just walking around the ring doing random shit, but it was funny. I like stuff like that a little bit, so I can.
Oh, your
definitely...
accent came out. I like stuff like that.
Shut up, stupid. Last but not least, Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor's little interaction on NXT this week, honestly, I enjoyed because Johnny kind of went at Finn a little bit, and I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, he coming out with the guns today. So I was in it. It was a good build up to that match that's gonna happen at NXT Takeover Portland. Any last words before we do sign off and continue to be blackity black? I'm not stretching. I'm sorry. I would have reversed it. I would have left the lashes to be last. I'm sorry. That's just
Yo,
me.
Spence. You know what to play. Because we going to sign off now.
But wait, don't play it yet. Let me say my farewells and then we can sign off.
Farewell.
I never like
Goodbye.
I never like being over music. It's like, what the fuck? I can't hear myself. But once again, no. That's the only way I can actually hear myself and know what I'm saying.
So you don't hear yourself in like everyday life?
Barely. I turn myself off. I'll be like, fuck it. I don't want to hear nothing. But yet you're mad about a wrestling match happening. I'm still confused on that.
What are you talking about?
Just saying.
We're talking about why are you?
I still
You're
love you
dragging
too.
it.
No,
that was
I'm
a
not.
stretch.
It
Kyle
wasn't.
bit off of that.
No, I'm still on that because I'm like, really?
So that's your fault.
Really? Anyway,
I'm mad that you complained.
I'm mad you complain about what you complained about.
I didn't say
I still love you though. It's okay. Once again, I will be in Baltimore, Maryland this Sunday at ROH's show, Free Enterprise. So if you see me and Danielle at Pretty Hills, come say hey, what's up? How you doing?
What's up? Hello.
Let's see. If you are in the New York City area, I do believe Warriors of Wrestling has a show this weekend too. So check out that. Prolific will be in the building. Anything else going on? NXT TakeOver Portland at Legends, February the 16th. And then once again, we'll be back for AEW's Revolution at the end of February to end off Black History Month. And then we have our brunch March 22nd at Taj. So stay tuned for more information on that. And then once again, everything we're doing is leading up to Jobber Slam July 4th. In Brooklyn, New York, Jobber Tears Podcast and Battle Club Pro presents Jobber Slam. Once again, where the main event will be Big Swole versus Tasha Steelz. So other than that, they're signed out. I'm signing off. I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkinson, Mr. Black, and Dre from Your Sports is in the building.
Put it up, Spence.
Happy birthday, Jay Quest. I love you, brother.
Put it up. Put up, Spence.
Man up when it's a man down. Henny and this, it don't mix. When I send my shooters, they won't miss. Man up.